This is a Fobco Star, probably the best bench and pedestal drill of this size that was ever made. Fantastic machine. Anyway, I've just changed the belt on this one, which is why the head's so low. And the correct size is an A36. That's A section 36-inch belt. A950 if you want to work in Mickey Mouse. Now with this belt on, new, it leaves about a ½ inch of play on the motor adjustment rails, but there is about 1.75 inches of movement on those rails, so even an A38 would probably work on this machine. The correct belt is the 36 though. So we've got 4 speeds from 4,260 to 475 RPM, which covers most things. This is achieved by moving the belt up and down on the stepped pulleys. The pulleys are cast iron pulleys, whereas most drills have aluminium pulleys like this Elliott. The aluminium wears away and the top of the small pulley gets incredibly sharp. I expect you know how I found that out. These drills have about 3.5 inches of movement, over 3.5 inches in fact. There is an adjustable stop at this side, 2 rings that lock together. I did have a drill once in where that column was graduated, but it's not necessary because on this side there is an indexable disc marked in 16ths. Never used it, but it's there. They're fitted with a good quality rotary switch. I think the later ones had an NVR switch, but I've only ever come across ones with this switch. These drills were fitted with several different quills over the years. Most of them have a Jacob's taper with the chuck fastened straight on up here. There are drills with other tapers about, so make sure it's a Jacob's taper if you're changing your chuck. This one is one of the more unusual ones with a Morse taper. This is a number 1 Morse taper. Apparently some of them had a number 2 Morse taper, but I have never seen one. Surprisingly, they only have a Tommy bar for the rise and fall of the quill. They would be much better with an Isle of Man handle on like this one, and I have seen quite a few that people have converted. Excellent drill though, with a 6-inch throat. One very useful feature that every bench drill and pedestal drill should have is this handy holder for the chuck key, so we always know where the chuck key is. The column is solid steel bar, not a piece of tube like the cheaper drills. And most of the threads on these drills are BSF, but curiously the column is always 55mm in my experience. As you can see, these are a ½ inch capacity drill, but before I had a bigger machine I drilled hundreds of larger holes, up to 13/16 I think, using blacksmith's drills which have a reduced shank, ½ inch shank on there. The one drawback of using the slowest speed and using oversized drills is that the belt tends to slip on the smallest pulley, which is the drawback of any stepped pulley system. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps you. I hope you found it informative, and if you are in the market for a good quality drill, I can very much recommend these Fobco Stars.